The right-of-way rules, as their name indicates, determine who should be given the right to go first. They've been conceived to facilitate and harmonize traffic. In practice, they define who should yield the right-of-way to whom. Unfortunately, the rules are not always respected. Be ready to make the necessary changes to avoid a collision in spite of others' errors. Protect life above all.
What a scatterbrain. I'll send him this video.
To whom should you yield the right-of-way on a public road? First, to pedestrians. Unless otherwise indicated, yield the right-of-way to pedestrians crossing or preparing to cross.
Remember that pedestrians are like motorists without a car.
When you enter or exit private property, always yield the right-of-way to pedestrians or vehicles traveling on a public roadway. When signs indicate it, yield the right-of-way to vehicles traveling on another roadway. At a four-way stop, yield the right-of-way to the vehicle that has already reached the intersection before you. When several vehicles reach the intersection at the same time, yield the right-of-way to the vehicle on your right. The reason is simple. Doing so clears the intersection more rapidly. If the vehicle on the left went first, you would have to wait until the vehicle had completely left the intersection before the car on the right could move. When the car on the right goes first, on the other hand, it clears the path for the other vehicle as soon as it's crossed the middle of the intersection. When turning left, yield the right-of-way to any oncoming vehicle. Sometimes you must also yield the right-of-way to vehicles having priority. This is the case for a school bus or a school minibus with its flashing lights in operation or its stop arm extended. Stop your vehicle at least 5 meters from it, or at least 20 meters in some states. You may pass the vehicle in either direction only when its flashing lights are off, the stop arm is withdrawn, and it is safe to do so. This rule does not apply if there's a median or other raised physical divider between your vehicle and the school bus. At a level crossing, when you see or hear a train coming, or if the arrival of a train is indicated, stop your vehicle at least 5 meters from the crossing.
I'm always polite to trains.
Check carefully, for one train may hide another. Finally, yield the right-of-way to emergency vehicles when their siren and/or flashing lights are in operation. Cooperate with them. If you're in motion, move to the right as much as possible to yield the right-of-way. Stop if necessary. If you've already stopped, let the emergency vehicle pass before continuing.